sufferance of our souls at times of use. If these be motives weak, break off betimes, and every man hence to his idle bed, so let high-sighted tyranny rage on till each man drop by lottery. But if these, as I am sure they do, bear fire enough, then, countrymen, what need we any spur but our own cause to prick us to redress? What other bond than secret Romans that have spoke the word and will not palter?
But what of Cicero?
Oh, let us have her, for her silver hairs will purchase us a good opinion, and by men's voices to command our deeds.
She will never follow anything that other men begin.
Indeed, she is not fit.
Shall no man else be touched but only Caesar?
That is well urged. I think it is not meet. Mark Antony, so well beloved of Caesar, should outlive Caesar. We shall find of him a shrewd contriver, which, to prevent, let Antony and Caesar fall together.
Our course will seem too bloody, Caius Cassius. To cut the head off and then hack the limbs, for Antony is but a limb of Caesar. Let us be sacrificers, but not butchers, Caius. We all stand up against the spirit of Caesar. And in the spirit of men there is no blood. Oh, that we then could come by Caesar's spirit and not dismember Caesar. But alas, Caesar must bleed for it. And for Mark Antony, think not of him, for he can do no more than Caesar's arm when Caesar's head is off.
Clock is stricken 3.
'Tis time to part.
But it is doubtful yet whether Caesar will comport today or no. He is superstitious, grown of late.
Let us fear that if he be so resolved, I can o'ersway him, let me work, for I can give his humor the true bent, and I will bring him to the capital.
Nay, we will all of us be there to fetch.
The morning comes upon us. We'll leave you, Brutus, and friends, disperse yourselves.
All remember what you said, and show yourselves true Romans.
Good gentles all, look fresh and merrily. Let not our looks put on our purposes, but bear it as our Roman actors do, with untired spirits and formal constancy. And so good morrow to you, everyone.
Brutus, my lady.
Porcius, what mean you? Wherefore rise you now? It is not for your health thus to commit your weak condition to the raw cold morning.
Nor for yours neither. You've ungently, Brutus, stolen from my bed, and yesternight at supper you suddenly arose and walked about, musing and sighing with your arms across. And when I asked you what the matter was, you stared upon me with ungentle looks. I urged you further, then you scratched your head, and too impatiently stamped with your foot. I insisted, yet you answered not, but with an angry wafture of your hand gave sign for me to leave you, so I did. I will not let you eat, nor talk, nor sleep. It couldn't work so much upon your shape as it hath much prevailed on your condition. I should not know you, Brutus. Dear my wife, make me acquainted with your cause of grief.
I am not well in health, and that is all.
Brutus is wise, and were she not in health, she would embrace the means to come by.
Why, so I do. Good Porcius, go to bed.
Is Brutus sick? And is it physical to walk unbraced and suck up the humors of the dank morning? What, is Brutus sick? And will she steal out of her wholesome bed to dare the vile contagion of the night to add on to her sickness? No. My Brutus, you have some sycophants in your mind which by the right and virtue of my place I ought to know of. By that great vow which did incorporate and make us one, you unfold to yourself you have why you are in heaven. Is it accepted I should know no secrets that appertain to you? Am I yourself, as it were, in sort or limitation, to keep with you at meals, comfort your house, and talk to you sometimes?
You are as dear to me as the ruddy drops that visit my sad heart.
If this were true, then should I know this secret? Tell me your counsels, I will not disclose them. I have made strong proof of my constancy.
O ye gods, render me worthy of this noble husband. Porcius, go in a while, and by thy bosom shall partake all the secrets of my heart. All my engagements I will construe to thee all the character of my sad brow. Leave me with haste.
O Brutus, the heavens speed thee in thine enterprise.
Nor heaven nor earth have been at peace tonight. Thrice hath Calpurnia cried out in her sleep, "Help! Oh, they murder Caesar!"
What mean you, Caesar? Think you to walk forth? You shall not stir out of your house today.
Caesar shall forth.
The things that threaten me ne'er look but on my back. When they shall see the face of Caesar, they are vanished.
Caesar, I never stood on ceremonies, yet now they fright me. There is one within, besides the things that we have heard and seen, were countless most horrid sights seen by the watch. A lioness hath whelped in the streets, and graves have yawned and yielded up their dead. Fierce fiery warriors fought upon the clouds in ranks and squadrons, and right form of war which drizzled blood upon the Capitol. Oh, Caesar! These things are beyond all use, and I do fear them.
What can be avoided? Whose end is purposed by the mighty gods? But Caesar shall go forth, for these predictions are to the world in general as to Caesar.
When beggars die, there are no common seen. The heavens themselves blaze forth the death of princes.
Cowards die many times before their deaths. The valiant never taste of death but once. Of all the wonders I yet have heard, it seems to me most strange that men should fear, seeing as death, a necessary end, will come when it will come.
Alas, my lord, your wisdom is consumed in confidence. Do not go forth today. Call it my fear that keeps you in the house and not your own. Let me, upon my knee, prevail in this.
Mark Antony shall say I am not well, and for thy humor, I will share. Here's Decius Brutus. She shall tell them so.
Caesar, all hail, good morrow, worthy Caesar. I come to fetch you to the Senate house.
And you have come in very happy time to bid my greeting to the senators, and tell them I will not come today. Tell them so, Decius.
Say he is sick.
Shall Caesar send a lie? Have I in conquest stretched mine arms so far to be afraid to tell graybeards the truth? Decius, tell them Caesar will not come.
Most mighty Caesar, let me know some cause, lest I be laughed at.
The cause is in my will. I will not come. Calpurnia, here my wife, stays me at home. She dreamt tonight she saw my statue, which, like a fountain with 100 spouts, did run pure blood, and many lusty Romans came smiling and did bathe their hands in it.
This dream is all misinterpreted. It was a vision, fair and fortunate. Your statue spouting blood in many pipes, in which many smiling Romans bathed in, signifies that from you great Rome shall suck reviving blood.
And this way have you well expounded it.
I have, you have heard what I can say, and know it now. The Senate have concluded to give this day a crown to mighty Caesar. If you shall send them word you will not come, their minds may change. Besides, it were a mock. Break up the Senate till another time, when Caesar's wife is met with better deeds.
How foolish are your fears to me now, Calpurnia. I'm ashamed I did yield to them. Grab me my robe, for I will go. Good morrow, Brutus. Casca, what is it o'clock?
Caesar, 'tis struck in 8.
I thank you for your brains and courtesies. See, Antony, that rebels long nights is notwithstanding. Good morrow, Antony!
So too, most noble Caesar.
Bid them prepare within. I am to be blamed to be thus waited for. Good friends, go in, taste some wine with me, and we, like friends, will straightway go together.
Caesar! Beware of Brutus. Take heed of Cassius. Come on here, Casca. Have an eye to Cinna. Trust not Trombonius. Mark well, Menelaus Cimber. Decius Brutus loves thee not. There is but one mind in all these men, and 'tis bent against Caesar. If thou beest not a mortal, look about you! Security gives way to conspiracy. The mighty gods defend thee, thy servant Artemidorus. Here will I stand till Caesar pass along, and as a suitor will I give him this. My heart laments that virtue cannot live out of the teeth of emulation. If thou read this, O Caesar, thou mayest live. If not, the fates with traitors do contrive.
Here the streets are narrow. The throng that follow Caesar at his heels, of senators, proprietors, common suitors, will crowd a feeble man to death. You must get me to a place more void in there. Speak to great Caesar as he comes along.
Caesar, 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 Caesar.
The Ides of March are come.
Aye, but not gone.
Hail, Caesar! Read this schedule! Metellus doth desire you to read at your best leisure this her most humble suit.
Oh, Caesar, read mine first, for mine's a suit that touches Caesar nearer. Read it, great Caesar.
But is the fellow mad?
Come to the capital.
What said Artemidorus?
I know not. I fear our purpose is discovered. Casca be sent for we fear prevention. Brutus, what shall be done?
Cassius, be content, for look, Caesar did not know her.
Trebonius knows her time, for look you, she draws Mark Antony out of the way.
Where is Metellus Cimber? Let her go and presently prefer her suit to Caesar.
She is addressed, press near and second her.
Casca, you're the first that rears your head.
Are we all ready? What is now amiss that Caesar and his Senate must redress?
Most high, most mighty, most puissant Caesar, Metellus Cimber throws before thy seat and humble.
I must prevent thee, Cimber. Be not fond to think that Caesar bears such rebel blood that will be thawed from the true quality of that which melteth fools. I mean, sweet words, low-crooked courtesies, and base spaniel fawning. Know that Caesar doth not wrong, nor without cause will he be satisfied.
Is there no voice more worthy than my own to sound more sweetly in great Caesar's ear for the repealing of my banished brother?
I kiss thy hand, but not in flattery, Caesar, desiring thee that Publius Cimber may have an immediate freedom of repeal.
What? Brutus.
Pardon, Caesar. Caesar, pardon. As low as to thy foot did Cassius fall to beg enfranchisement for Publius.
I could be well moved if I were as you. If I could pray to move, prayers would move me. But I am constant as the northern star, of whose true fixed and resting qualities there is no fellow in the firmament. But the skies are painted with innumerate sparks. They are all fire, every one doth shine. But there's but one in all doth hold his place, unshaked of motion, and that I am he. Let me a little show it even in this, that I was constant. Cimber should be banished, and constant to remain to keep him so.
Oh, Caesar.
Hence wilt thou lift up Olympus.
Great Caesar.
Doth not Brutus bootless kneel?
Speak! As for me!
A two Brute. And fall Caesar.
Liberty.
Freedom! Tyranny is dead! Run hence, we'll claim it about the streets!
He is fled to his house, amazed men, wives, and children stare, crowd, and run as it were doomsday.
Fates, we will know your pleasures. Stoop, Romans, stoop, and let us bathe our hands in Caesar's blood up to the elbows and besmear our swords. Then walk we forth even to the marketplace, and waving our red weapons o'er our heads, let's all cry peace, freedom, and liberty.
Stoop then and wash. How many ages hence shall this our lofty scene be acted over in states unborn and accents yet unknown?
But here comes Antony.
Welcome, Mark Antony.
O mighty Caesar, dost thou lie so low? All thy conquests, glories, triumphs, spoils shrunk to this little measure. Fare thee well. I know not, gentlemen, what you intend. Who else must be let blood? Who else is rank? If I myself, there is no hour so fit as Caesar's death hour, nor no instrument of half that worth as those your swords, made rich in the most noble blood of all this world.
Oh, Antony, beg not your death of us. Though now we must appear bloody and cruel, yet see you but our hands, and this the fleeting business they have done. Our hearts you see not, they are pitiful. To you our swords have led at points, Mark Antony.
Your voice shall be as strong as any man's in disposing of new dignities.
Only be patient till we have appeased the multitude beside themselves with fear, and then we will deliver you the cause why I that did love Caesar when I struck him have thus proceeded.
I doubt not of your wisdom. Let each one render me his bloody hand first, Marcus Brutus. Next, Caius Cassius, do I take your